So more things that are available to the students specifically. Staff at the 6th and 12th grade levels are being trained again in suicide interventions and prevention. Marnie Johnson, who works at the high school, has brought in local psychiatrists to train classroom teachers on signs of depression, as I mentioned. We've got Yellow Ribbon Week, which is held in early September every year, and it provides suicide and mental health awareness for our students and various activities that they can participate in. There's also an annual health fair that's held at VHS and is held in the hallways. And outside agencies are invited to come in and to share information with students on specific topics related to psychological and mental health. And then there's Snowflake and Snowball, and these are programs held at the middle school and the high school level. And they're peer-to-peer, which makes them very interesting and unique. And they encourage student leadership around a wide variety of developmental topics and issues that the students can share together. And then Red Ribbon, there we go, thank you. Red Ribbon Week, and actually it's an awareness campaign that doesn't just take place during one week. It's a semblance of activities about substance abuse. And it's held throughout the year, and they tie into different specific events that are going to go on at the high school to try and get awareness out there about substance abuse and work with students. And then there is a week of engagement that the students can participate in.
Our high school staff programming is fairly extensive. I just want to comment that one of the challenges about being a teacher today is that you are not just dealing with your academic material, not by a long shot. You're dealing with these individual people who may have some very significant problems, and more teachers are being asked to be aware, connect with, identify, refer, work with these kids so that you're not only teaching them how to read, how to write, how to do math, but you're also working with the whole person. And it is indeed quite a challenge to do all these things while at the same time paying attention to the academic growth and the curriculum. But it's something that's absolutely vital if we're going to really not only produce a intellectually healthy child, but an emotionally, psychologically healthy child. Substance abuse, dating violence, shelter incorporated for people who need shelter, and also self-injury, because that tends to be a problem that we see now among our young people, self-harm, cutting, and so forth. Continuing this, we have student mental health hospitalization. What do you do if you're a teacher? How do you handle hospitalization? How do you handle that referral? How do you handle the follow-up? We partner with the Lexi Brothers for a lot of that. The English department is talking and learning about how you use student essays that you're going to be reading, student writing, in order to dialogue with the student who may be struggling with something. Sometimes we find that students will communicate their deepest thoughts and feelings in their writing, and maybe no one else sees it except that English teacher that gets that paper. And what do you do with that when you're that English teacher? How do you respond to it? What's the appropriate way? How do you respect the privacy of the student and at the same time attend to what you see in the paper? These are really very delicate things that you have to think about and plan for. The reality program, again, substance use abuse, and then the peer leadership program. All of these things are going on. So you see that our teachers are doing a lot beyond the focus of their academic training. And here we have a slide that is going to promote a very, very important program that an organization that has grown up in our community about the last year and a half. It's called HERE. I suspect most of you have heard of HERE by now. It stands for Help, Encouragement, Resources, and Education. I'm on this in this group, so I'm on the board of HERE. And this is a community group that involves some of Barrington staff, teacher staff, a lot of community members, and also students who are dedicated. I'll read the definition here. This mission statement It's a coalition of youth, parents, and community members dedicated to providing help, encouragement, resources, and education, promote positive mental health, and to reduce the occurrence of teen suicide and other harmful behaviors. Our co-presidents, Deanna Griffin and Brian Turcott, are both here tonight. Brian's over there. Maybe if you have any questions about here, you may direct them to them tonight. It's a wonderful, highly dedicated and passionate group of people that really, really are concerned about the health of our children and making sure kids get through those dark times as they grow up.
So one of the things that I think every one of us as board members has seen and dealing with is what is success. And we're trying to redefine that. And I'll just read this. The Barrington 220 School District and its community strongly believe social and emotional competency is critical to students' academic achievement and personal growth. As Tim alluded to earlier, every student is unique when it comes to success, just like all of us. And it's an individual thing. So being aware of oneself and one's strengths is really, I think, one of the major pillars of social emotional intelligence that we want for every child, is to have that sense of security for themselves and their future. So as we look at it, a successful Barrington 220 student will demonstrate strong character, independence, resiliency, critical thinking, and collaborative problem-solving skills, and that's our hope.
Dick and I think I mentioned, are on the school board policy committee. These are some of the policies that we have either passed or updated in the past year, and then we have one that is in pending approval now. And these are topics that I think many of you out there, maybe people who might be watching this program later on, are concerned about. Bullying, both in person and over the internet. We have a policy regarding that, on drugs and alcohol, on internet safety, and on electronic communication, social media. These are all areas that are very new for our society and culture and for our school system, and we're really trying very hard to figure out how to help students navigate this very new world without getting in trouble or being bullied or feeling in any way, shape, or form harmed by these things. So again, it's an area that's pretty new for us, and believe me, the administration is paying attention to this big time. If you have any questions about these things, please feel free to ask us in the question and answer period, or later on individually. School board members and administrators will be glad to respond to these areas.
And one of the big things to step away from is to know that the school district is here to support, as well as many different groups throughout the Barrington area, to support students and to support families and to support, making sure that we do have, good kids going out into the world. Barrington Youth and Family Services is one group. Family Services of the Barrington area is another. Our high school counselors, and knowing that there are these services that are in place at Barrington right now that anyone can utilize, as well as the Samaritan Counseling Center of Barrington. So we're here to support, and we're here to assist as we move forward and try and create great kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.